Maple Ridge, a dynamic, fast-growing city of 85,000 people. It's a young city filled with youthful energy. Want to know what it's like to live here? Mayor Nicole Reid asked some locals.
It has a lot of scenery, but it's still like a city. We keep our city clean, and I like it.
We do. That's important, isn't it? Yeah.
There's a lot of respectful people.
There is.
There's a lot to feel good about, but the third fastest growing community in Metro Vancouver also faces some challenges.
In the next 15 to 20 years, that population is going to go up to 130,000. So where does that leave us now? We have an opportunity to actually get ahead of the game by preparing our city, our newly minted city, by preparing it for what it is going to come.
Dan Rumi has developed a close working relationship with civic leaders in Maple Ridge, and those leaders have a plan.
Prime Minister Trudeau, I'm Nicole Reid, Mayor of the City of Maple Ridge, and I'm so excited to be able to make your acquaintance on this video and tell you about a really exciting project that is so important for our community.
This is the heart of Maple Ridge, Memorial Peace Park with its bandstand and open spaces. It's surrounded by City Hall, the Leisure Centre, the Greg Moore Youth Centre, the ACT Arts Centre. The goal is build on the success of the existing civic precinct to meet the needs of the future. New spaces for higher learning, a youth wellness center, a museum, an upgraded leisure center. The needs are great. Young people are Canada's future, but some youth in Maple Ridge are struggling.
We have some really serious issues in this community with youth. We recently dealt with a very significant homeless camp on a residential street, and we know that we have a greater than regional number of youth who've aged out of care and have ended up choosing pathways that lead to homelessness in our community. And so we really need to be able to support our youth. We need them to be able to access services when they feel they're needed.
A 2016 survey of youth in Maple Ridge found their top 3 concerns were mental health, transition to adulthood, and substance use. 40% of them said they would access a youth wellness center if there was one.
Honestly, it really just comes down to like life and death.
As a teenager, Kirsten Funk became severely depressed after her 11-year-old sister died of a stroke.
When I went through, I was struggling a lot with suicide, and I ended up in the ER, and the help I got there was nowhere near help.
Now a youth caregiver, Funk is a huge supporter of a new pilot project in Maple Ridge where a child psychiatrist treats patients once a week. The goal is to make the project permanent, part of a dedicated youth wellness facility within an upgraded Greg Moore Youth Centre.
Youth mental health service is a very neglected area in our healthcare system. And you look anywhere in Canada, it's very patchy, not very satisfactory, and we know that mental health is a huge problem for youth. There is increased suicides, drug addictions, and other dropouts from school, fragmented families, homelessness. They're all very common, and our community probably has more than its share of problems for this growing population.
BC statistics also show that 1.5% of youth in the Maple Ridge area live on income assistance. 20% of youth in 2011-2012 did not graduate from high school. Many who do graduate don't go on to university.
Our children in school have only a 60% rate of transfer to university from secondary school into post-secondary. That's lower than the regional average and not good enough for the kids that we have in Maple Ridge that have so many things that they want to do with their future.
The city is working with Simon Fraser University to dedicate part of the proposed new civic space to post-secondary education, so local kids can stay in the community rather than commute to Vancouver. Education also occurs outside the classroom in places like museums, but Maple Ridge is unable to provide public research access to its historical archives. They're housed in a crowded former brickyard office building and other storage facilities off-site. Not only is the history of Maple Ridge kept from view, so are an estimated 1 million pieces of local Katzie First Nations history.
I think that maybe 1% is on display here. There really isn't a meaningful demonstration of the Katzie history. We go back thousands and thousands of years, and there's only a breath being shown to all community, including my own, that we are so rich and so diverse that at this time you can't display that in one little cabinet. And that's what I see is one cabinet, and I have a bigger china cabinet at home.
The combined histories of Maple Ridge and the Katzie First Nation would be respectfully housed within the city's new civic and cultural facility. The Maple Ridge Leisure Centre was the first of its kind in Canada. That was about 35 years ago. The multi-level pool design is now outdated. Eliminating the stairs and bringing everything to one level would enhance accessibility. The building also needs a mechanical and electrical upgrade. Its chlorination and filtration systems have to be replaced. Recreation is hugely important to a community that has produced world-class champions, athletes who've made Maple Ridge and Canada proud. Champions such as Olympian Karina LeBlanc, now retired from the Canadian women's national soccer team.
I moved to Canada when I was 8, moved to Maple Ridge, and the impact that this community made on me, I will never forget. And I think this is a huge opportunity to do that for so many kids, that when I go home and I pull out this medal and I say to them, this can be you, I was you. They look at me like, oh my God, is this really a possibility? And creating a facility where they know that they can go and it become their reality, that would be huge.
This civic facility really completes our civic precinct and really allows us to showcase what Maple Ridge was and what Maple Ridge is going to be in the future.
It's all part of an integrated package, a community's desire to work in partnership with the federal government to turn aging civic infrastructure into places of higher learning, healing, and health, where our collective histories are showcased to reconcile our past and help show the way to a brighter future. We appreciate you taking the time to hear our story.
Thank you, Prime Minister Trudeau!
Thanks, guys.